Let's see here. Are we live? Alright. Looks like we're live. Let's check the audio just to be 100%. I'm going to keep doing this at least for a couple weeks after that fiasco 2 weeks ago. Not looking to search. Just want to find... There it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. It is Friday, March 21st, 2025 at 5:05 p.m. Central Daylight Time, and here we are in Fallout 76. Alright, so let's start with the quick updates on content to come, what's been going on the past week since we last talked, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I did not get out any videos this week, and I do apologize for that. I've just had a lot of stuff going on in the real world and all that. Along with that, you may have noticed that... well, I don't know. I don't know how many people out there are checking checking video counts, and are checking, basically whether or not they can watch a video on my channel from 3 years ago. But I have moved all of my Mass Effect Legendary Edition and Mass Effect Andromeda and Dragon Age videos over to the new channel. That is a Resolute Exploration. There's a link to it in the it's like a couple steps down when you're on the page on the website. On the computer, I mean. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at how it works on the cell phone. I wonder, let me take a look real quick. Just can get that out of the way, knowing if it actually even shows up at all. Come on. Where are you? Where am I suppose, would be the better way to put that. There I am. It does not show up. Maybe if I go to home... Yes, if I go to home, it's right below videos is the alternate channel, which currently has 131 videos. Not bad for a channel with 2 subscribers. Thank you to the 2 of you who've already gone over there. Yeah, so right now it's currently just all the Mass Effect and Dragon Age videos, and unfortunately there are only 4 of the Dragon Age videos. The 4th one, the newest one, is out there now, though, so if you are watching that series, you can check that out. Hey, Daniel Wolfgang. I'm doing well. How are you? Again, it's been a very busy week. I unfortunately did not get any videos out because of that. But just know this. Okay, so upcoming content. Gunner's video, expect that Monday. I have a weekend with my wife at work, which means I have a weekend where I can get stuff done and out of the way. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Because it's like one of those things where it's like I love having my wife around, but it absolutely slows me down, especially in the area where I can't record audio and stuff like that. So that'll be out of the way. I can get rid of distractions and finish the script to get the audio done sometime tomorrow, get the video out Monday. Now, along with that, the good? Oh, yeah, that stinks. Well, you're lucky then if you... Cause I do know right now in my area of Texas, it's currently spring break, so a lot of people got the week off, and so it sounds like you got some time off too. So that's nice. The one thing I will say I love about spring break is, now that I'm an adult, is that there's no school traffic, which is just amazing. But anyway, so the expect the Gunner video on Monday, and I'm going to try to get the Sanctuary video out by Friday. So it's going to be a busy week, but I think I can get that done. Along with that, the Surveil video for the Black Mountain Ordnance Works is to the level where I just need to record it now. So I know that sounds like a big thing, but the truth of the matter is, when this video contains 3 miniature guides along with some footage that I recorded a couple of years ago, combined with the recorded observations from 5 visits to the site, recording the video itself is actually one of the most minor parts of that actual job. So yeah, most hated mercenary group, and one that about which there's very little. And in fact, that's honestly one of the things that has slowed me down most in writing about the Gunners, is that it's hard to even come up with a coherent narrative when it comes to them, because there's not enough of an actual story there to go off of. So basically what I've settled on having to do is give the little bit of background information I can give, talk about their biggest operations, places in like Quincy, Hallucinogen Inc., what they've been doing out in Nuka World, and then basically just talk about the personnel otherwise. Missions, like one of those things where it's we rarely find out who has hired the gunners, even though they're supposed to be a mercenary organization. And when it really comes right down to it, like the only time, as far as I know, and I'll have to check my notes again after this, but the only time I can remember, just off the top of my head, that we actually find out who hires them. Hey, Gary Watkins, welcome to the stream. If you missed it a minute ago, I have uploaded all the Dragon Age and Mass Effect videos to the new channel, including the newest Dragon Age video on the Battle of Ostagar. So if you want to check that out, that's there. But anyway, the only person we know who hired the gunners is God. His name is it Wellington, the Mr. Gutsy, Mr. Handy, the Mr. Handy chef in Diamond City. I cannot remember his name off the top of my head right now. He's the only one we know of who hired them. Specifically to get the Deathclaw egg from Salem. And so again, that's just been, yes, Wellington, yeah. It's really been just like driving me a little bit crazy, because most of the time when I'm trying to talk about a group, there's like an actual story to tell, and it's like, what are the origins of the Gunners? Nobody knows. We've got guesses as to what that might be. It's like, who pays them? It's like, we got Wellington, and we don't know. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm trying to put together a narrative script about this stuff, and it's just not easy. Yeah, the people in the upper stands want their Deathclaw egg omelets. So yeah, again, hopefully, not hopefully, I will get that out by Monday. Then along with that, the Surveil video. Okay, so it depends on... It's one of those things, I want to get the lore video done first. As soon as I get that done, I'm going to go into the Surveil video, and hopefully I'll get the Surveil video done by Tuesday. And then I need to work on the next lore video. So, no, yeah, there are 2 merchants actually who have hired gunners. I know that. Basically, anyone who can afford their services, yeah. But again, it's one of those things where we don't even have the opportunity to even talk to them once. They're effectively like the Talon Company in Mass Effect. My mind's been so on Mass Effect. In Fallout 3, the Talon Company, we never get the opportunity to even talk to them, other than basically just where they're like, oh, we've been looking for you, we're going to kill you. So, it's one of those things where it's a frustrating organization to try to tell the story of them. I have covered a lot of the locations where they hang out as it is. And even with that, I still know very little about the group. But everything that I do know, everything that I can find, I will put into the video. And again, that should be out Monday. Now, along with that, again, the Surveil video, and I would like to do another Dragon Age video. If I can finish this lore video on the Gunners, and if I can finish the lore video on Covenant, then I will do the 5th Dragon Age video. So, that's what you should look forward to in the next week. Yeah, walking, talking supply caches. Yeah, to an extent, that's true. I mean, the few things we can tell about them is they wear military fatigues with like a small amount of body armor usually. Occasionally, they wear power armor, but that's fairly rare. They have blood type tattoos on them a lot of the time, not always, as we saw last week when I was trying to find one that had one on the stream. So yeah, they do generally have good gear. Mercenaries in Mass Effect need more screen time. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. I mean, but to be honest though, I feel like we got more of a story about the mercenaries in Mass Effect, even though the only time, I mean, you occasionally encounter them elsewhere, but I mean, the main time you encounter them is when they're trying to kill Archangel. All right, you want up in my lap? Come on. There you are. Yeah, I mean, so that's a potential that they started out as a remnant of the U.S. military. It's also possible, some people have come up with the idea that it was potentially basically remnants of the Enclave after Fallout 3. Yeah, no one's going to touch Garrus. And then along with that, my personal favorite is that they were an offshoot of the survivors of Vault 75. So... Anyway, though, the reason we're playing Fallout 76 today, the reason we're playing 76 today is to take a look at all the new content that they added. So, that's the ghoul stuff, and here are the 5 new sites up here. 5 new sites that we talked about last time. So we can go take a look at that. Potentially it would explain the blood type tats. Yeah, no, maybe. I mean, to be honest, though, the only time I know of it happening in the real world that you've really seen people with blood type tattoos, again, this is, I don't have a thorough knowledge of world history and of blood type tattoos, but yes, the sinister, the German part there, yes, SS is what I think of when I think about blood type tattoos. And that was one of the ways that the Allies managed to find fake refugees fleeing Germany after the Second World War, was that they would have those blood type tattoos. Once you go ghoul, you can't go back. Well, you say that, but when you open up the game, there's a little thing in the menu that says if it's like you just went to ghoul and you didn't want to, well, there's just one quick button to press on the main menu or something like that. So we're going to head up there by leaving the mysterious cave. That's the secondary entrance to Vault 79. Well, actually, that's the primary entrance, but... And still telling us we can't go this way, huh? Okay, well, let's go east and we'll try to go that way. If you weren't here last week, I tried to film this area up here last time in order to get before shots for making future surveil videos, but it did not work, so... Because the area did not exist in the game yet. So, okay, this... No, I think this looked like this last time. Yeah. We'll see what we can find. Let's see. Okay, keep going east. That looks different. That's some sort of antenna up there? Yeah, that's new. Yeah, I'll look into the ghoul content. From what I've seen online, people are liking it. The people that wanted to become ghouls are now happy they can become ghouls. But along with that, I've seen a lot of people talking about the fact that it's fairly shallow content so far. As in, basically, like, you can become a ghoul and there's like another quest after that, but that's it. Now, I don't know. Again, I haven't experienced any of it yet. I was waiting until today so we could look at this stuff together. And so we'll see. Can I walk further north now? Yes, I now think that we have gone past where we could go before. In terms of edge of the world sort of stuff. Although it looks like the cabin is, yeah, to the northeast here. So let's take a look at this. I do enjoy the Savage Divide. I always kind of wonder, like, no, these are pine trees, so it's like one of those things where it's like, you don't expect them to turn brown unless there's something seriously wrong, because they're evergreens. They drop their needles and yet they still remain green, so... I saw somebody take a shot of this and say that they thought that it was a reference to, Evil Dead. Seems potentially correct. It is kind of a creepy little cabin. What's it called again? This is Old Danielson Cabin. I'd be expecting a basement or something. Okay, we got change of plans. I was making my bi-weekly trip to the Mega Stop this morning, and everything seemed off. It was peculiar that there were so many abandoned cars and the Mega Stop was trashed and desolate. Normally I have no trouble finding someone to sneak into the trunk, but it took an unacceptable amount of time to find someone that didn't run off when I came close. Something catastrophic must have happened. This is really going to screw up my system. I'm confused here. Is this something that's... Normally I have no trouble finding someone to sneak into the trunk. Oh! Ew! I was imagining this was some sort of scavenging run. No, this sounds like this is a serial killer. Oh my. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there's got to be some sort of cellar here or something, right? We got a chainsaw there. Hetty is losing her mind. I insisted Hetty take a term off from the university so she could get away from the stress of teaching, but she's been increasingly paranoid and insists we're being followed. Apparently one of her students is a real nutcase and giving her the creeps. But I've assured her she's being ridiculous. There would be no reason for someone to follow us all the way out here. It's only day 3 and she's been frantic, claiming keeps seeing this guy lurking around outside. At this point, I think it would have been better to check her into Allegheny for a bit, because I'm starting to get a bit crazy dealing with her. I needed this time to myself and my own work too. Yeah, Fallout does love its serial codes, yeah. Okay, so this is significantly before the war, at least 10-something years? Because the Allegheny Asylum was shut down a time before the war. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, the pint-sized slasher. Got a typewriter up there. Got a couple ammo cases. Okay. There's got to be more to this place. Okay, we're outside again. Got a fuel tank and a well, an outhouse, although they have a porta potty instead of an outhouse. They have an outhouse model. They probably should have used an outhouse model. That would have made more sense. Let's see. Okay, we got this little shack over here, potentially some sort of hunting shed or something. But it's got a human rib cage and pelvis. Some junk and containers of junk. Okay, combat knife. And we got some hooks hanging from the ceiling. So yeah, this is definitely something hunter related here. Weapons workbench. There's got to be more to this site though. There's a garden. Got some glowing resin. That's nice. Huh. I mean, if this was something Evil Dead related, there would have... Whoa. There would have to be a basement, right? Let's check out the roof. I can just see in through the hole in the roof other than that. Well, there's a little path up there. It sounds... Okay, so from the little bit that I've read there, and it's one of those things where it's kind of... It doesn't make any sense to an extent, but this note is clearly pre-war. And this note seems to be on the day of the bombs. But I feel like this note comes from later, and potentially the person that chased the... oh, the person up here. We got another note. A failed dinner. I haven't had this much fun in ages. My blood is rushing. I followed Professor Danielson when I heard that she was going on vacation, and to my luck, it was out in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't stand going a full term without her. After a few days, her ignoramus husband went out to the shack, and I had the perfect opportunity to introduce myself. Professor Danielson wasn't as grateful as I had hoped when she saw me kill the ass of a man, and unfortunately I had to end her as well. I had planned to cook her a wonderful meal of her ungrateful husband, but now I've got to preserve them both to make the meat last longer. Their heads do sit quite nicely on the mantel, though. I think I'll remain here for a while, as that seems the perfect place to indulge my superior preferences of food without being disturbed. Okay. So maybe the Wendigo was supposed to be the student? It did seem to show up after the fact, like maybe it was something triggered by us being here. These are clearly the heads of the Danielsons, Mr. and Mrs. Danielson. Okay. This must have been where he cooked them. I'm going to take that canned dog food. Man, okay. Creepy little spot. I really was expecting there to be a basement, though. Let's take last look around and see if there's maybe like a little hole somewhere or something. I don't want to abandon this place without giving it a chance. Let's see. Dang. Okay. And I think we've seen all the notes. We got Hetty is losing her mind, a failed dinner, and change of plans. Tim Kaine has declared this is, in fact, a fun Friday. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Coctism. Let's see. Hope you're having a good week. I don't think there's... Yeah, okay, so we got a gurney out here as well. That's strange. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking happened here based on the little bit of information we have from these three notes. Mr. and Mrs. Donaldson live up here. Or this is their vacation home. So they come up here, this student follows them up here, kills them, eats them, leaves their skulls here on the mantle, and then is living here for about a decade and a half, or however long it is between Allegheny closing and the war. Either that or... where was it? Either that or Mr. Danielson basically just was using this figuratively when he says check her into Allegheny. Because again, Allegheny Asylum was closed for a long time before the war. So either we take that literally or we take it figuratively. So let's go ahead. Cannibals do turn into Wendigos in Fallout, yeah. So I think potentially that's who that was supposed to be. We're going to check out, what is this called? Hillside Cavern. Beautiful night sky. I always kind of wondered if the night sky in Fallout is supposed to be real. In like Fallout 76, for example, if it's supposed to be. Because in Starfield it is. It's one of those things, you look up at the night sky and you're seeing the stars as they should appear from that world. Which I think is some pretty impressive work. It's one of those things that's probably not 100% necessary, but is definitely an excellent little detail that they add. Okay, Hillside Cavern. This looks like a new entrance model here. Unless I'm just misremembering other sites. Okay, so we got all kinds of equipment out here. Nothing we can loot, it looks like, but it looks like we got a vent, some piping. Looks like either a fan or part of like a turbine. No, I think that's just a fan because it's got this module thing here on the side. Some sheets of metal, an old bookcase, and parts of an airplane. And a radiator. Okay, we do actually have a little bit of junk here that we can loot. I'll leave them for the moment, though. Danger. Radioactive mine site. No trespassing. Let me check something real quick. Okay, never mind. I don't know. Maybe it's a world setting. The other day I was playing when I was shooting some stuff for the Surveil video, and I noticed that the weight limit I had was something out of 999, which I think may have been something I set up in the world settings, which... Excellent, if that's a thing now. Alright, Hillside Caverns. Or Cavern, which one is it? Single or plural? Single, okay. Singular, sorry. Some roots. Mushrooms. Ooh, a little bit of glowing fungus. I don't know why. I've got this thing, and I don't think you see it on your end. You might. No, you do. I can see it right now. I get these little jumps that happen where I just, like, lose some frames. And this is coming with a 4080 Super, so I don't really know. I don't think it's a graphics card limitation. I think it's some sort of minor bug that comes with Caverns. But it's not just Caverns, because it happens elsewhere. The Caverns thing, I occasionally have something where I'm shooting on interiors and I get these little clicks that constantly happen. That hasn't happened in a long time, but I used to have that happen all the time. Yeah, it just works. That's true. We got a dynamite plunger right here. Doesn't look like it's connected to anything. Okay. Oh! This is a silo. This is one of the automated silos. We've already seen Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So what is this? Is this Delta? Echo? Some other later letter here? What's this? Nope, not working. Sunlight and chlorophyll makes glucose, yeah. Okay. I don't know why they would have a chalkboard loaded with photosynthesis equations, but sure. Interesting. I think this is probably part of a quest line that we're just not on yet. What's that? Oh! I recognize that. The Ghoul had one of those in the Fallout TV show. Some sort of inhaler. Yeah, this is definitely something we're probably supposed to be visiting while on another quest. Let's see. Launch silo. Yeah, this is, again, this is definitely a missile silo. But which one is this supposed to be and why? Okay. This is one of my problems with Fallout 76. It's one of those things where it's like the game at launch was great and they keep adding on good... They added on a lot of good stuff for a long time, but I feel like as we go forward and they want to keep adding more stuff, they're at potential of causing some issues with the world. Because again, we had... Like, there's literally... The White Spring Bunker has its specific boards set up for 3 specific silos, and yet now we found another silo that's in the exact same exact same tile set as the existing silo. This doesn't fit into the world. And this is, I feel like I've talked about this a little bit before, but with like the Gleaming Depths stuff, I will 100% say I have not experienced that content yet. I just have not had time. But from my understanding, it's an Enclave site, and it's like, okay, how many more secret Enclave bunkers are we going to find under Appalachia as the years go by, as they're looking for additional content to add because it's a live service game? It's a concerning thing. So, anyway, let's head back out. Alright. Let's see. What's the next spot we want to check out? The Bullengrube. Again, I'm going to walk to these things. I could fast travel there, but it's one of the things. I only have those sites available because I'm in my Fallout world where all of the fast travel sites appear automatically. And I mean, the other problem with all these new sites coming in is that eventually some of them are going to start invalidating previous lore videos that I've created, which are created based on the lore that exists in the world at the time. And it's like, oh, but you just didn't know that there were 15 additional Enclave bunkers in the area. It's like, great. So, what does this say about the White Spring Enclave, who are supposed to be heading the Enclave, basically, here on the East Coast? At least that's the way it seemed. Because they were basically in the like chief seat here, because the only other one we knew about that had any sort of executive power was the Enclave oil rig. Can we no, I can't wait. Of course not. This is Fallout 76. I can't wait. I wanted to see what this place looked like during the day. Let's take a little look around here. Check it under the water. Okay, we got some fish. That's nice. I cannot swim any further in that direction. No, apparently I can. Okay, well this is deep. Whoa, what is this? I have recovered from parasites and then contracted parasites. What is this? I don't think without a Fallout world, or maybe if you have Aqua Boy, you could swim this deep, but like... Wait a second, is this... Or am I having trouble? Looked like, yeah, okay, so it's another entrance to the deeps? It's just something I accepted, because more content is important for the game, so it will sometimes invalidate old lore. Yeah, maybe. What do we got here? To whoever else was an idiot. Joylyn told me to go hunting down that old treasure. Joylyn told me that hunting down that old treasure wouldn't be a good idea, and I guess she'd be laughing if she knew. I'm sure she could probably figure it out from my disappearance, but for all she knows, I got strung up by some raiders. It'd be less embarrassing, honestly. Grandpa used to tell stories about this treasure from the 1950s or something, and lo and behold, it's real. I don't think that's the right way to say that. Lo and behold? Is that how that's actually written? I think I've only ever heard that spoken. I thought it was lo and behold, but I don't know. Maybe that's right. Anyway, he mentioned Coopers and bowls from his research, but turns out it was the old blue Bullengrube hole. It was easy enough to sink down with that rock, but no way I could hold my breath long enough to swim back up. How does that make... Anyway, I guess the rock brings him down faster, but does he just not know how to swim very well? Anyway, I ask you, stranger, if you've got the gall to swim back out, and it's still around the 2090s, tell Joylyn you saw Leroy go down defending a family from some raiders. Nice. Okay, so it looks like he's got some gold, pre-war money, a silver locket. Why would, if this is an old treasure, why would there, unless this is like really old pre-war money. Chinese ornamental vase, okay, neat. Is this it? Dang, I was actually hoping for like another entry to the deeps. Oh well. Let's go back out. Seriously, the light barely helps. Let's see if I can get back up. Oh, look at my radiation level going up. This must be on my other Fallout world. The one where I can take some damage. Let's see, okay. And get out of the water. Okay. Alright, so that's, what's it called again? Bullengrube? The Bullengrube. Okay. Alright, well, let's go ahead and... I need to check my cards, because I feel like I've accidentally invalidated my, starched jeans, because I think they changed the characteristic that has it. Is it endurance now? Because it used to be luck, and I think they changed it a while back. Yeah. And I may have already lost the mutation, but I'd prefer, if I haven't, to not. So, let's use some Radaway. Alright. Let's see. Next up, we can go to Radiant Hills or Point Repose. I think Radiant Hills is the destination for the quest. So I'll go to the other location first, but for now, let's turn on an unlikely invitation, which is just telling us to turn on the Vault-Tec broadcast.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Authentication Code Barracuda. Emergency classification. Blast door integrity compromised. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol ET-21. This signal will repeat.
What? So why is this... I guess we'll find out soon enough why this is Vault-Tec related.
This is
okay. For now, let's go check out Point Repose. Again, I have not experienced any of this content, so I'm coming to this completely fresh. I saw the little notification pop up the other day when I was doing some filming, and so I just turned it off and kept on going. I do wonder how long Fallout 76 is going to run. Because it's probably not going to be forever, you know? I mean, nothing lasts forever. And if nothing else, I mean, well, holy crap. Okay. Let's, Chinese stealth armor this. Did you see that? 123 rads per second? And let's also do some Radaway. Or some Rad-X, I mean. There we go. I assume that's something... Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. But for now, we're going to just be going around this. I think that's something coming from this site. What was it? Oh, yeah. So I doubt that... It's obviously not going to last forever. Nothing does. So I do wonder, long-term, what the future plans for Fallout 76 are. Like, if they're going to end up releasing it as, like, a single-player or co-op sort of a game where you can set it up on your own private server, and you're just obviously not going to get new updates and stuff like that, but you can still continue to play with other people, or... I wonder what the plan is. Alright. I would assume that at some point they're probably going to make a second one, because as far as I know, the game has been commercially viable. I mean, otherwise I don't know why they'd continue to make it outside of just pride, but I don't think that's the case. Well, this is a nice area. Oh, maybe not. You can die. This is your decision. Trespassing on government property. Huh. Point Repose. Where is this quest taking me anyway? Let's see. Okay. Really? Wait. Is that... Okay, is that from Vault 63? That might be the wrong quest. Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. Sorry, that is Vault 63 stuff. This is a character that has not done that content yet. Okay, so let's listen to the mysterious source. Distress signal. There we go.
Bandits, everyone. There are bandits in Appalachia. Scary masked fellas with no mercy or remorse.
Protect and
Out of
serve.
the shadows they came and took down every one of us in the blink of an eye. I'm only alive because they thought I weren't. Because I shut up and clenched my eyes like a coward. Maybe I can make it
Protect
to that
and
last
serve.
refuge before I bleed out. Until then, warn everybody you meet. There are organized killers out there, swift and sharp as a knife's edge. They're worse than raiders, worse than anyone. Watch your backs and sleep with one eye open. Or it may just be you won't ever wake up again.
All right. Look for the wounded scavenger. Where?
Bandits, everyone.
Okay, I can turn that off.
There are bandits.
So, oh, let's just use the quest to tell us where it is. The map is a little too big sometimes to look for it. Okay, so it is at the White Spring. All right. Let's go to the... Well, yeah, let's just go to the refuge. Hey, Aquan Electron. Hope you're doing well as well. Let's see. Is this the wounded scavenger?
May I interest you in wine,
mean I
beer,
ain't gonna make
and
it?
or spirits?
A week.
Guests
Maybe two.
are welcome to
I'm so
relate
sorry, Mr.
their
Ross.
problems
Daggummet.
desired.
I'd hoped to live long enough to see a Brahmin with 3 heads.
Okay.
How are you? Didn't know I'd be having visitors, but gosh darn it, I'll take any friendly stranger I can get about now.
Lehman. Let's see. I'm doing well. Happy to brighten the days of a fellow stranger if I can.
Well, thank you kindly. You've been a drop of sunshine on a dreary day.
Okay.
Heh, ain't no way I could have predicted I'd have come in here for a gunshot wound. Come out with a terminal diagnosis of something else entirely. Though, speaking of the gunshot wound, it'd weigh on my conscience not to warn you. There's a gang of masked bandits out there. Ruthless they are, with scarred skin and red eyes like rabid wolves. They ain't human, I tell you.
Okay. I'm one of those bandits here to finish the job. As a matter of fact, I heard you talking about them in your radio broadcast.
So you did. I told that damn Harvey I wasn't no useless lout who couldn't even open a jar of relish. You best watch yourself out there. Or tuck in here for the night. Everyone from here to Wavy Willards might as well be a refugee from what's out there right now.
I'm afraid we don't have beds to spare for those who are just scared. We have to prioritize the sick and injured, like Lehman here.
Oh, I'm right as rain. For the next week, anyway. Well, gosh darn it. Would you just excuse me for that? Mama didn't teach me to have radiation sickness in front of a guest.
So I got a feeling Lehman's going to be a ghoul at some point. Radiation sickness? I thought you were injured in the attack.
Well, I was, but it turns out they didn't put a hole in me quite as big as I thought. Just a graze, in fact, but don't let my luck fool you. One peep out of me and they'd have put another bullet right through my noggin. That's what they did to the others.
Are you okay?
Well, Doc here says I got radioactive blood on account of all my exposure to a radiated ore at Emmett Mountain.
Okay.
Technically, it was all the radioactive waste that made both you and the ore irradiated. But that's perhaps besides the point. Lehman is suffering from severe radiation sickness. It's impressive how resilient he's been. At this stage, we typically see fever, diarrhea, dehydration,
So
convulsions.
yeah, he's becoming a
A
ghoul.
positive attitude does wonders for the body's health, but usually not miracles. There's already significant internal damage. His symptoms will worsen, and it's too late for Radaway.
Say, isn't there anything else we can try? Some sort of miracle cure, or heathen rituals performed on the stormy night? Truth is, I've still got a dream to chase. Never thought much of it, but now I've got the Reaper's shadow looming over me. It sure feels a lot more urgent than it ever did before. I don't want to die just yet.
I shouldn't even be saying this, but I've heard some rumors. A radiation specialist up in the hills, north of the Savage Divide. I don't know what that means or if they even exist, so just take it with a grain of salt.
I think I'm starting to feel those symptoms you was talking about. A little phlegm ain't gonna keep me cooped up here. But I sure am sweating about those bandits. What if they got my scent?
How about I meet you up north? I can protect you from many bandits that show up.
Oh, you can? Well, that's a mighty fine offer, my friend. Doggy, we're gonna take the wasteland by storm. Let's go find this fancy nuclear specializer and see if they can fix me up with some new insides.
Welcome to the stream, Nils
Just
Elmquist.
wash that down with
Hope
some
you're having a good
water
week.
and get on my way real soon. I can make most of the journey myself. Just worried about spending too long in one place, really.
I gotta say, I'm glad they don't have us guiding him up there or escorting
Charge
him.
me for that hairbrush?
Oh man, that would be... because that is a long walk. Where are we supposed to be meeting him? Okay, near the hidden cave? Hillside Cavern, I mean? Yeah, alright, that makes sense. The reason I didn't go in at Point Repose was I was figuring maybe the broadcast was leading us there, and I didn't want to interrupt the broadcast with a conversation with the guy that was making the broadcast. But let's go ahead and go to the Hillside Cavern again. So yeah, I've heard that the downsides aren't really there. In fact, somebody said it's potentially the case that there's some glitches right now, because they said they had a ghoul call them Smooth Skin, while they themselves were also a ghoul. So I think there's still potentially some bugs to be ironed out. I assume it's wanting us to go into the cave here, but it is leading us to an area around here, and I have yet to see Lehman around here, so let's see. Oh well. Let's see if it's just inside, because it might be trying to guide us in here. Huh. I'm just going to trust that it's in here. Wait. Okay, yeah, he's in here deeper. Moleminsters. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Lehman Price and Kevin Asherton.
One more step in your mincemeat.
He's one of them. The bandits!
I need you both to explain what you saw and how you found us here.
Mole miners
Before
is, I think, what you were
decide
looking
it's
for
not
there.
worth hearing the answer.
I was just looking for help. Honest.
Help? What could I possibly do for you that your smooth-skinned buddies couldn't hand you on a silver platter?
I've got the radiation sickness. I heard there's a specialist.
God damn it. I told them spreading that rumor would be the end of us.
So did you know about the specialist?
That's enough out of you. You both looking to purge your ads? Or just him?
I'm healthy, just accompanying my friend here. Could you please help him, Mr. Scary Bandit?
You're either stupid or don't care one bit about your friend. Not sure which.
What?
I'll tell it to you straight. I'm the specialist you heard about, but I can't rid your friend of radiation sickness. Only thing I can rid him of is his life.
What?
Asher!
Pathernia? Pathinia? What was that?
Oh, hush.
These
These
Parthenia.
are prime candidates for the gift of an enduring affliction-free existence. We must welcome them. Disposing of them would be terribly wasteful.
Now just hold on a second here. Who are you people? And what the darn heck is going on?
Let's start with your question about our identities. Radiation specialist is a bit of a euphemism. It was intended to help other ghouls find us. And other, potential ghouls.
The
Yep.
issue is,
Another mad
you
scientist.
recognize us already, which means we left a loose end. No one lives to identify the revenants.
Asher! Not this time you don't. I have been dutifully searching for those who could benefit from my procedure. Is this man not in need? I'm certain he can put the past behind in return for treatment. Isn't that right?
Hey there, I don't know what to put. 803.
Your name
Welcome
is-
to the stream.
Lehman
Hope you're having a good
Price?
week.
Levin! And I am Parthenia.
Parthenia,
And now that we're
okay.
all friends, we can forget Asher's criminal acts and think about the future. You just have to agree to minimally invasive treatment and voila! Cured of all ills and no more worrying about pests
Ah,
and
yes,
skin
Clay.
guarantees. So, do we have a deal?
Sounds great. You game, Lehman?
I think I'm in over my head here. I wasn't too close with those folks that died, but they didn't deserve what you done to them. Well, what you tried to do to me. And for what? Ammo and scrap metal? But now you're gonna turn around and say you can save me.
Oh, more than save you. I can turn you into a ghoul, like me. And Asher, if he would stop being so bashful and recognize his boon for what it is. I don't go
Not in a
outside,
vault. It's
so I don't know exactly what happened between you and Asher, but
I'll show you in a second.
it sounds like things did not go according to plan.
Witnesses aren't permitted. Which means we need to do something about you two. Figure out what that is. Or I will.
Oh, of course, of course. The solution here is that you join us. A safe paradise for ghouls hidden from the dangers of the outside world. It's not like you have much choice. So, what do you say? Will the irradiated one go all in on a new lifespan? Or is being human so important as to die for? No need for a final answer just now, by the way. There are some preparations to make before we can finalize anything.
Welcome to the stream, Benji Hinson the Third. I'm sorry if I'm trying to guess what your name is from the spelling here, where the breaks would be. Let's see here. So, oh yeah, we're not actually in a vault. We're in basically the remains of another automated silo that we've never seen before. I complained a little bit about that earlier because it doesn't make any sense. But we're in a spot called Hidden Cavern, I believe it's called. It's one of the 5 new locations added with the ghoul content. So let's see. Yeah, and I agree. It probably would have turned the guy with the rifle into a smear as well. Yeah, that's a little too close to be pointing your rifle at someone like that. Let's see. Voice acting's not bad at all. Let's see. Yeah. I will say that most of voice acting I've heard in 76 has been pretty good. Let's see. This is crazy. Even if he did become a ghoul, I think he'd be hard-pressed. I'm confused as to what this organization is. They call themselves the Revenants. They seem to be ghoul raiders that also turn people into ghouls. I don't know. It's a strange situation here. If it cures all ills, becoming a ghoul sounds like a great idea. Yeah, it's your life, Lehman. What do you think? Even if he did want to become a ghoul, I think he'd be hard-pressed to join you.
Stop clinging to the past and think about the future! Lehman's future, which only exists as a ghoul. By any measure, becoming a ghoul is a net benefit.
Says the lifelong shut-in with no interest in the outside world.
Asher, you have yet to provide me a convincing answer as to what we need out there that we can't have in here.
Courtesy, human rights, the ability to take part in civilization.
Not much of a civilization compared to what it used to be. The harvest is always richer in another man's field. Or So wrote the Roman poets. Anyway, we are wasting your ailing friend's precious time.
Now, hold on a second. I'm not so sure about this. Look, I am not one to judge too much by appearances. So what if your skin's a bit, loosely attached? But am I to understand it right that you all live in hiding and go out to steal people's things in the night? And if they see you, then it's over for them?
We tried it the nice way. People died. Ghouls. On account of nothing but our loosely attached skin. So don't you for 1 second
I wonder if this
think
is the
us
remnants
as
of the
some
Blackwater
kind of
Bandits.
monsters were trying to survive. It was people thinking of us as monsters that drove us to this messed up reality.
I'm just asking because they sneak in to steal your stuff, and if you catch them, they kill you. Which, again, the Blackwater Bandits, they were one of the 5 raider gangs of the Savage Divide, and they were the ones who tried to sneak in and steal stuff, and generally did. Although I don't know about the sneaking in and killing people if they found them, although I would assume that's probably what would have happened with the Blackwater Bandits. Anyway, though, but to my knowledge, most of the Blackwater Bandits died because the cavern they were in, the mine, I should say, was full of uranium, and ended up irradiating them. Anyway, though, I mean, the only people we're still actually looking for from the Raiders of the Savage Divide are the Trappers. They have not shown up yet. Anyway, though, let's see. There are plenty of ghouls who live alongside humans, so why choose a life in hiding?
Each one of those is a ticking time bomb. Maybe their friends treat them right. They act as protection. But as soon as a ghoul steps outside on their own, it's free range. A home for ghouls is freedom for us. We don't have to ask a human escort to make a trip down the road. We don't have to watch our backs, wondering if that funny look the newcomer gave us will become a gun to the head. Living out there, the fight never ends. Neither do the tragedies. We got sick of it. Now, for once, we have a place to call our own. I shouldn't have to explain what I'll do to protect that.
Okay. Yeah, they turn into a shivering, gibbering glow stick parade. Only the leader, as far as we know. I mean, there's plenty of other ghouls and stuff like that out there, but yeah, maybe some of the Blackwater Bandits turned into ghouls and ended up here. Let's see. Tough. Nothing justifies the murder of innocents.
I have to say I agree with you. We're only paying back the injustice that was already dealt.
This philosophy discussion is fun and all, but allow me to make a proposal. It's clear you need some time to persuade yourselves of the overwhelming benefits of this procedure. While you do, why don't you retrieve the materials I need for it? If you come back and decide for certain you want to perish in your deeply flawed prison of flesh, then there's no harm done. But if you do become sufficiently alarmed by the throes of mortal death to reconsider, then we'll be fully prepared.
Okay, yeah. I like that option. I mean, if it's between a painful death and a makeover.
Don't take this lightly, simpleton. Living life as a ghoul. You'll regret you were ever born at all.
Oh, so dramatic. What I need is a radiated ore. It's the only material with the right nuclear structure for massive simultaneous extraction.
Sounds like we're going to Emmett Mountain.
I have the base formula here already, but this version is incomplete. I need the ore to trigger the final reaction.
Or? Well, you mean like we have at Emmett Mountain? That should be easy. Maybe I could give you my key and rest here for a bit while you go get it.
No, he looks like he is a
Feeling
ghoul.
worse by the minute. Though I'd feel awful sending you to get all irradiated, considering what it did to me.
No way I'm letting you out of my sight.
Asher, why don't you go with them? Radiation's already done its magic on you. You can mine the ore and do guard duty at the same time. 2 birds. I'll watch Lehman, of course. We're going to become the best of friends.
Fine. I'm locking you in on the way out.
Then it's settled. Oh, this is so exciting! Finally, I can perform ghoulification on someone other than myself.
Let's see here. Some version of the slog of an underground. Kind of, but it's like they seem to be turning people into ghouls here. So it's not just a community for ghouls, but it's also for making more ghouls. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get closer. And you can see him there and here in just a second. Wait, what? You didn't become a ghoul naturally?
Of course not. I've been holed up here in the silo for most of my life.
Okay, I want to hear more about that.
But at present, all of that is besides the point. We have priorities, yes? If you're still here after Lehman's crisis is resolved, I'll tell you all the glimmering details of my unconventional past.
Okay, well, I definitely want to hear about that. Let's head to Emmett Mountain and get that irradiated ore.
Oh, wonderful! You won't regret it.
There's another shaft off the main operation.
Of course there is.
Let's go there and stay under the radar. This key here will get you into the tunnels.
I'll be watching you, so don't take any suspicious detours.
All right, so yeah, this guy.
Test subject.
I'll be
You get close enough, you can see it.
Don't be late.
See it in his eyes. See it in his skin. He's definitely a
still holding
ghoul.
off on the operation till
Either that or under a lot of makeup.
Don't you worry, the unburned hairs on your smooth little scalp. They look very soft, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. I do make sure to comb it out every morning like my mama taught me.
What's it like, having a mama?
Oh, it sure is nice.
What? Okay, I
Takes
need to
care of
hear
you,
more of this story.
Listens to you, makes you feel
Now, either her mother died when she was young, so she doesn't know what it's like to have a mother, or maybe this is a clue as to some other part of the story here. We're going to definitely find out. Emmett Mountain Side Tunnel. I was going to say, because the main site is the home of that that group that wears those blue hazmat suits. I wouldn't think that they'd be on board with you going in to steal stuff out of there. There's a picture I took for a stream sometime last year. Let's see. Yeah, they're interesting. Alright, Emmett Mountain. There's the main site. Let's just fast travel to the main site and we'll see where the side tunnel is. Got a dog at my feet. Had a cat in my lap, but she left the room. I think she did. Yeah. Blue hazmat suits, indeed. Emmett Mountain Disposal Site has blue jumpsuits. You can see them right up here. See? They're wearing old Department of Energy suits. Get a ferret and you can call your home petting suit.
All the
Yeah.
stuff left behind after the
Two
war.
cats and a dog.
We should
It's my
make good use
current
of it.
organization here. Alright. This has always been a little shed back here, but this is new. These guys here, no, they're new. They came in after the fact. They were not here earlier. Ooh. Oh, that's another thing that I've heard about ghouls in 76. Becoming one does not mean the ferals ignore you,
Well,
which they
now
should,
that
but they
that's over
don't.
with, let's make this quick. Someone could walk in any minute. There's a tunnel around the corner, locked up tight. Must
I like
be
the
true
card in his hat.
radiated
It's the
ore
Ace of
down
Spades, but
there.
it's got a
You got the key.
radiation warning on it. Let's see here. I didn't think feral ghouls would attack other ghouls.
Well, some do. Some don't. Sometimes it changes. A feral might charge straight past one ghoul to maul the next. When that starts to happen, I keep my gun ready. Just in case.
Got a very slow speaking pattern. Do you want to talk about the whole ghoul killing a ghoul thing?
They're ferals. Not the same as us. Not yet, anyway. So no, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. You mean ghouls can't walk through walls?
Laugh it up. I was human just like you. Used to think I still am. So, unless humans can suddenly walk through walls, we're gonna need a less supernatural method.
If we're talking about the guys outside in the blue suits, my understanding is, yeah, they are just normal wastelanders. Lehman gave me the key. Let me open that gate up for you.
Have at it then.
Okay. Man, what the hell
Can't
happened
reach
here?
the ore until you open that gate, pal.
Did one of those barrels explode or something?
I'll make this quick. You stay out here and save your smooth, unmelted flesh. There
Okay.
might be more ferals. Just keep them off my back.
Sounds good.
Don't even think about turning tail. I've been tracking for 40 years. You won't make it far.
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I thought they might come through here. Jeez. Either my aim needs to get better or I need to just use VATS. Oop. Issue that stood out for me last night. Ghouls are clearly not welcome here. After you change and come back here. No one acknowledges you're a ghoul after this scripted encounter. Yeah. No, yeah, that's, again, that's one of the main complaints I've seen people have online is that becoming a ghoul does not seem to have much of an effect on the way you're treated by the world. But welcome to the stream, by the way, Fallout Guides. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Missing at point blank? Yeah. No, I know. Oh. Hello, Madeline Keene.
Hey. I haven't seen you around here.
Wait, what?
Are you new on the team?
Oh, yeah. I seem to be lost. What is this place?
Huh. Weird place to get lost. Well, it's not really my business, but I would suggest getting out of here. Marion hasn't been kind to other scavengers digging around on her turf. Not without joining her crew first, anyway. Hey, is that... Cool!
Just my goddamn luck.
You're not one of them, right? The bandits?
Sorry, lady, but you don't know what you're talking about.
No, you are.
Oh, okay.
The same ones that attack Lehman and the others.
Good to see you, Real
Hi.
76. Or would you
I was
prefer I
on
call
the
you
trace
Fallout
when it
Guides?
happened, just for a few minutes. When I came back, I saw everything. All of you ghouls. Underneath those masks. Just a step away from Feral. Why even hide it?
Guess we've gotten even sloppier than I thought. Look, I'm sorry, Scatter, but you were never supposed to be a part of this.
Wait, don't shoot.
Unfortunately, I've got no choice, newcomer. It's our code, and the only reason we've survived so long. No witnesses.
Wait, oh God, wait. Look, I spoke quickly, okay? I won't tell anyone else.
Anyone else? How many have you told? That were ghouls?
A few of the crew, okay? I don't know how many I told. I was just terrified. Lehman told a different story. Didn't think you were ghouls, but something else entirely. Everyone's on different sides about it. They think we're exaggerating about a raider attack. You have to believe me, please.
God damn it! You think I want to kill you? But one misjudged act of mercy could mean the death of everyone I care about. Oh. The killing of your crew, that wasn't supposed to happen. Most times, we take the resources we need and get out with none the wiser. But we can't afford to be seen. Because sooner or later, someone gets the idea to hunt us down. I can't let that happen again.
Oh, good. I can use my strength here. I'm warning you to back off. You won't be able to protect your people if you're dead.
So it's gonna be like that, is it? Should've killed you when I had the chance. Now we're all tangled up in this mess. I'm warning you, Missy. We're just like anyone else trying to survive out here. Keep your damn mouth shut about ghouls.
I understand. Just let me leave, okay? You're not gonna shoot me?
Oh, hurry up already.
All right.
If I ever heard I would have run well before asking, you're not going to shoot me. Okay, let's see here. This is not Vault 94. This is Emmett Mountain Disposal Site. Love if you went back to the Overseer and she's like, what the heck happened to you? Let's see. Oh, no, yeah, so this is... sorry, I don't understand what you mean by that. But again, welcome to the stream. Exterior Peak 8. Let's see. Okay, talk to Asher again. Oh, wait. Get them Cooper Howard dollars.
No, I hope you're happy. I'll be tossing and turning for the next 5 months, wondering when the pitchforks will be showing up.
I doubt it. Sorry, I was just... Clay, because the Blue Hazmat folks have been here for a long time. I don't remember if it was at Wastelanders that they showed up or if it was sometime shortly after that, but they've been here for a long time now. So if they were going to become a faction, I would have expected that already. Unless, again, they're maybe going to look to upgrade them from just being this kind of like little group to something else. Let's see. She was innocent. It's worth it to retain your humanity.
I used to think the same thing. Unfortunately, right isn't always rewarded with right.
This act of mercy could go a long way for human sentiment towards ghoul kind, don't you think?
That's a goddamn stupid thing to believe in. Some kind of future utopia where ghouls are accepted by all. No matter how much progress we make, there will always be somewhere that thinks different. Because the fact is there are ferals, and we look a hell of a lot like them, and the fact is we just don't know what makes someone feral or not. The best we can hope for is a place just for us, safe and separated. Never mind what's best for them. It's best for us.
All right, let's get back to Parthenia.
I'll stick to my own route, safer that way, but don't think I won't keep my eyes on you.
Okay. Back to Hidden Cavern? No. I don't know. We'll see what it is. I keep forgetting the name of this place. Hillside Cavern. Let's see. There we go. Hillside Cavern. Back to Parthenia. That's my wife's character right there. She played the game for like an hour and a half or something like that. Got kind of bogged down with the holotapes in Flatwoods. Which I've seen a lot of people get bogged down by that. There's a lot to listen to there. Especially just for it just being a standard quest where it's like, go listen to her talk about boiling water. Go listen to him talk about cooking meat. It's definitely a slow start, and it's one thing that I definitely think kind of hurts the game a little bit. Because, again, I love Fallout 76, and I've enjoyed playing this stuff long term, but I can definitely see where if you're trying to get someone into something, and you're immediately giving them long holotapes to listen to, that can definitely be an issue. Oh. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, there was somebody who came in a while back, and I had it titled 75 because I think that's what it was. And they're like, wait, this is Fallout 76. It's like, no. that's the number of the stream. Yeah, there are a lot of tapes and notes in Flatwoods. If there would be any remnants, do you think it'll be a front or a puppet for the Enclave? I'd like to think that it'll be its own thing, because we've seen a small group of soldiers show up in their remnant forces. They're now with the Settlers and Foundation, and they were not, as far as we know, puppets for the Enclave. In fact, they did not like the Enclave, so... let's see here.
Just one.
Parthenia Blankenship.
Chemical reaction and... With that, my dear Mr. Price, your new life awaits, stored safely away in this little canister.
So if you missed the earlier part of the stream, we've got a ghoul, what's it called? Inhaler right here.
A good one?
Well, I did it. Who's to say that you can't?
I do. Not that any of you will listen to me.
Okay. Optional talk to Asher. Help Lehman make a decision. Let's talk to Asher.
Is your friend intent on destroying the life he has left, or what? I can't spend all day watching this foolishness.
I'd feel better about Lehman becoming a ghoul if he didn't have to join a bunch of bandits.
If that's what
no
you
good
think of us,
bandits.
so be it. Just means you haven't been listening to me. You think we're any worse than those low-lives at Crater, exploiting anyone they can for profit? Just 'cause they act proud of it doesn't make it right. We've done everything we can to avoid unnecessary deaths. Theirs and ours. This is the conclusion we ended up at.
What do you think he should do? Sorry, what do you think we should do?
I'll say it for the last time, don't make this mistake. Parthenia's situation was unique, and maybe that made it right for her.
I need to know her story.
But for you,
She said she grew up here.
The world will drop out beneath your feet. Everything you know and take for granted. There's no hope at the bottom of this well, at least not your version of it. You're not prepared to be something inhuman. No one is.
Well, maybe I'm not. But you and the other ghouls, you're still here. And don't that mean you have something to live for? Even if it's just each other?
You're damn right about that. Going through hell with these survivors has given me the most important purpose of my life. It's given me strength and grit that I was never capable of. Not in a lifetime of successes and failures as a human. If you're capable of understanding that, maybe there's more to you than I thought.
It does seem likely that the Gunners are working for somebody, but as to who pulls their strings, we don't really know. Let's see. Never mind.
Stop wasting my time and get this over with.
Okay. I don't know why that was even necessary after that little comment, though, but anyway. Really, the Vault judging is like throwing stones in glass houses. They might have more like questions. Yeah. I mean, it's potentially even the case that we've literally worked with the Crater Raiders. We are an Enclave general by the end of the game. So yeah, we've done a lot of things. Launching nukes. Now, obviously, I agree with the fact that we launched the first nuke, at the very least, the one to take down the Scorch Beast Queen. But there have been plenty of nukes that have been launched and that have not really had that reason. The one thing I will say right now is that I'm wondering where the hell the other ghouls are. They're saying that there's like a community here, but as far as I can see, there's only these two. Let's talk to Parthenia.
The procedure waits.
Or not.
All I need is a willing subject.
Let's talk to Lehman Price.
I don't want to die just yet. But if this path involves a version of me I can't be proud of, well, maybe then it's better to let things go. Leave this world the way I am. Before things get all muddled and broken.
What is your dream?
Well, it might sound funny, but it's to find something to live for. People to live for, to make them proud. But I can't do that if I become something I don't recognize anymore.
I don't know.
It's hard not to cross that line. Too late for me. But if you can't be talked out of this, maybe you'll do better than I did. Just know it's not our side that'll force you to change. It's the world out there, and the eyes looking in the mirror at a corpse.
Let's see. I'm going to tell him to become a ghoul. If you think you should become a ghoul and keep chasing your dream, there are ways to make it work.
You reckon?
He does. That's actually what I was thinking.
certainly.
He looks a lot like
Multitudes
Travis.
of ways. But if you're dead, you've got zilch.
At the very least, he's slouching
You're
like he's
darn
Travis.
right about that, aren't you, Miss Parthenia? All right. I still got lots to live for. And it ain't no good giving up. But I get squeamish with needles. My last crew sure would rip me a new one about that. Too chicken for Psycho.
I wouldn't
they
use
said.
Psycho.
Well, who needs to go all manic for a man-to-man figurine scavenger hunt? They inject every cam they had and then tear apart Huber's comics like animals. After all that, they never did find the collector's edition. Anyway, the point is, you'll have to stick me with that stuff before I change my mind.
It's an inhaler, actually.
An inhaler? Isn't that no?
Why don't you wait over there for now? Your condition presents a unique learning opportunity. So, it is incumbent on this doctor in training to run some tests before the transformation. In the meantime, I'd like to have a private conversation with you.
Sounds good.
I'm going back to guard duty. Neither of you can say I didn't warn you.
All right. Let's talk to Parthenia. Because, again, I want to know her history. She says she grew up here. And this is,
I've got an eye on
again,
you,
clearly the remnants of
outsider.
one of the automated bunkers. Hi there, Haley. Let's see.
I'll be forthright. We need more ghouls. I need to make more ghouls, I mean. The science is fascinating.
It's weird that the light isn't showing up on her
Ghoulification cures
face.
countless ills, even terminal ones. But it has side effects. Flesh falling off is an obvious one, but there can be joint pain, loss of smell, loss of sight, degradation of the vocal cords, and so on. I mean, this is a completely new medical field we're inventing here, and I'm the only doctor they've got. I need data, I need subjects. With application and study, I could treat these ghouls. Maybe one day bring them back to the quality of life that people like Asher wish for. They'd be happy and more resilient to the wasteland than any human. And you could be one of them.
I never got the loss of smell from COVID. I know some people did, but... Anyway, let's see here. Let me get this straight. You want me to give up my humanity so I can become a test subject for you?
Well, no. When you put it that way, it doesn't sound very appealing, does it? Let me rethink my argument here.
I just realized she's got candles in that
You are
ammo
a
vest.
very promising individual.
Jeez.
Generosity to help a friend, initiative to track down a rumor, bravery to face us, and dependability in getting the job done. It takes a certain acumen to embody such wildly admired attributes. And to embark into the pinnacle of modern science. To give up what you know and embrace the benefits of a new evolution. I wouldn't be alive if I wasn't a ghoul. We are built to survive. We can do things no one else can. Who wouldn't want that resilience? Well then, give me your answer. Will you take the leap to become a lean, mean, radiation-eating machine?
Sorry there. Got to be the most upbeat ghoul we've ever encountered. Well, keep in mind, Moira Brown can become a ghoul. And I think she's probably the most upbeat character in the Fallout universe. So, let's see here. Use Parthenia's device to leave your humanity behind. Harness rads to power perks and abilities. Miss your old self. Use the main menu to change back to a human. I mean, yeah, I'll do it. I mean, this is a character on a Fallout world, so... No working 9 to 5 for qualifications. I've been a ghoul for 2 years now. I have some questions first.
Well then, what are they?
This is sounding a lot like the Unity, but for ghouls and less evil. Let's see here. I want to ask her about herself. Is this permanent?
Permanent? You think think I can just graft your skin back onto you and suck out all the radiation like it never happened? Something like that would only be possible if we had a time machine. Or if this were some kind of simulation where you could select, oops, I changed my mind on that permanent life decision, please take it back. But alas, as far as my own limited awareness extends, we have only this fleeting, chronologically rigid reality.
Yeah, that was a reference of theirs to the fact that we're playing a game right now. If I turn this offer down, can I come back and accept it later?
I wish I could say no to further tempt you into accepting my limited time offer. But in this instance, I am compelled to practice honesty. So long as I have the materials, I will extend this offer to any and all who approach me with a desire for it. The materials you helped me procure should last quite some time. So yes, the offer will remain.
I just realized that she's got like one of those Camelback backpacks with a water bottle that has a umbilical to come to your mouth. She got that for that bag of Radaway, or I think that's Radaway. Maybe it's blood that she's got hanging around her waist. Do you think that this current community is still alive in the current day Fallout universe? Potentially. I mean, we know that there are ghouls that were alive before the war. I mean, Cooper Howard in the TV show is currently, I think, one of the oldest ones we know about, given that he was already middle-aged by the time the war started, and it's now, by the time the Fallout TV show takes place, the 2090s. Have a good weekend there, Gary Watkins. What are the benefits and downsides of being a ghoul? Oh, okay. She just pros: new perks exclusive to ghouls, new legendary perk exclusive to ghouls. Perks. Heal from radiation. Use radiation for unique perks and abilities. Disease immunity. Never get hungry or thirsty. Rads do not reduce max HP. Cons. Select perks are disabled. Must disguise to interact with some factions. Disguises require talking to a specialist. Must manage your sanity with Kims. Permanent -10 to charisma. Okay. Again, I'm going to do that with this character, so...
You are keeping me in great suspense.
Turn me into a ghoul.
Thrilling! The procedure is quite simple. Just pick up that inhaler and give it a puff. You may feel something like a rush of exhilaration. Just over there is a chamber containing a nuclear warhead. It's leaking heavily. You are to walk inside the chamber. The heavy dose of radiation will stimulate the reaction already happening inside your body, and thus expedite it. This will be painless, but will likely cause you to lose consciousness. By the time you awake, the transformation will be complete. Try not to panic when that happens. You will still be you, of course, just improved. At your own pace, then. I will, of course, monitor the entire procedure.
Okay. It's breathing from... can we talk to her again?
You're not getting cold feet, are you?
Okay. I want to know her past, and she said she'd talk to us about that, but we haven't heard anything yet. Inhaler. I'm wearing the feral ghoul mask, by the way, so... I kind of wish I wasn't wearing that so I could see what's happening to the face. It'd kind of be funny to be wearing the feral ghoul mask on top of just being a ghoul.
More test subjects.
Let's go take off the feral ghoul mask. Alright. Let's see what happens. This door is open now. There's the... Wait, I should probably take off the Chinese armor. Let's go to Halloween skeleton costume.
Rise and shine. And welcome to your new life.
Maddox.
Here. With us.
Oh. Alright. Why'd my hair color change? Extras? Is that hair? No. I do like that you still have a full head of hair. It's kind of funny. I guess I'm done. I don't know. It's not even... doesn't seem to even give me the opportunity to change the hair or anything. Like, it looks like I can go from... wait, no. Face? Is that what it is? Yes. Okay. I'll go back to... there we go. What can you do about the eyes? Oh. So you can still have normal eyes? I do like the glowing eyes. Let's see, what about the nose? Can I have a normal nose? Okay, let's make it as prominent a non-nose as possible. There we go. Let's see what happens without any hair. So I got casual kimped. What was my hair normally? I don't even... 9 to 5, I think, is what I normally use. Curly pun. Spark plugs, yeah! There we go. Alright. No idea what that's from, but that looks appropriate. Sorry, let's see. Wonder what's going to happen with Titus's friend in the show since he... So, okay, I don't think that... I could be wrong. It could well be that... what is his name, anyway? So there's Maximus, who pretends to be Titus, who's working... Man, why can't I remember his name? I mean, I did like 9 videos on that. I think that's what he took was FEV, not whatever it is that turns people into ghouls. I think he's turning into a super mutant. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I can picture the guy perfectly in my mind. Can hear his voice, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, though, okay. I'm just going to go with this for now. You've been transforming into ghoul. You may notice some changes in perks, normal and legendary, dialogue interactions, resistances, and more. While many perks are unique to ghouls, others are restricted to humans. Ghouls will also need to procure a disguise from J-Vo in Radiant Hills to interact with some factions and progress in the main quest. If you want to change back into a human, you can do so in the main menu, but your ability to become a ghoul again will be restricted. Okay, so it's basically one-way... My dog is barking in his sleep right now. Okay, let's talk to Parthenia here.
Ah, smooth recovery. Unless you're growing pustules under your tongue, which I haven't gained the privilege of seeing yet. Well, are you?
Thaddeus, thank you. Thanks for the treatment, Doc. I feel like a million caps.
Fascinating. At some point, you must further elucidate the sensation of being composed of so many small bits of metal. I need to analyze all the intriguing test results you gave me while you were unconscious. I suggest you introduce yourself to Jay. She can get you all dressed up for the outside world if you'd like to pass as a boring human. When you're done looking around inside, you can take the elevator up to the surface. Elevator's just around the corner.
Okay. I want to know your past. Stop and talk to me. You said you grew up here. I want to know more about that.
To believe.
Oh. Okay.
No room for mercy.
Let's try this elevator up. That's a shot right there that I took for the banner of the new channel that I have. Which, again, if you missed it earlier, that's where I've moved all my Mass Effect and Dragon Age videos. I'm going to be moving more videos there over time, but I'm stopping for the moment because that seriously took up a huge amount of my time this week. So,
Guess all this radiation's our protection now.
let's see. Where are we exactly? So this is Radiant Hills. Wow. Whoa! Look at that.
We'll have to ration.
I don't know if that's our health coming back. What is that exactly? Why is that bar striped? Is that our new health bar? Is the health bar now striped if you're a ghoul? I don't know. That was weird.
Stay on your guard. Anything could happen at any time.
What the heck happened here? Why is this place so
Can't wait for the
radioactive?
smooth skins to come blazing in here and melt their faces off.
Okay, we got a bunch of renegades. Well, Revenant renegades, sorry. Let's see. That's glow, huh? Does that mean I'm glowing? No.
I don't remember what it's like anymore.
I need to find Jay,
human.
I think they said. Let's see. Huh. No quest for that. That explains why I don't know where they are.
Only a matter of time before they find us.
Just breathe it in.
I just want to see what this
This is all I have left.
disguise thing is all about. This place looks like, from the icon on the map, it looks like a military site. Oh, it's like a health overcharge. Okay, interesting. Okay, so yeah, we have the entrance to the silo right here. They've built some sort of shrine on top of it. Okay. Came about a theory on Reddit, said it's basically saying the post-New Vegas events, the Brotherhood and the Legion merged together. Yeah, I've heard people say that. I haven't seen the evidence for that just yet. I'm definitely interested in seeing what exactly they do with the end of
us against the rest.
with
You going to
Fallout
the
New
surface?
Vegas.
Policies.
Don't do anything
Not
stupid.
too bad of a gig.
Regular Debbie, huh? Can I talk to you?
Hey, stranger. Ain't seen you around here before. Name's Debbie. Folks call me Regular Debbie. Just roll with it. Came out of the pit. And now I'm here fixing up the place for the crew. Got all kinds of things breaking after being all but abandoned for 2 decades. And fortifications to build. But I don't mind taking a break to chat.
Nice to meet you, Regular Debbie.
Nice to meet you, too. You got good manners. Most of these ghouls got a mountain-sized chip on their shoulders.
Can I ask about the name?
All right, fine. So, I was working this job, and there was another Debbie, and she wasn't a ghoul. Some of the guys started calling me Ghoul Debbie. You know, so they knew which one they were talking about. So I had a little chat with them. The boots and fist kind of chat. You know the type. Told them with all the rads around. Pretty soon there'd be more of us ghouls than them. After that, folks started calling me Regular Debbie. I thought it was pretty funny. So I let him. It stuck.
One day at a time.
All right. Well, actually, I should get moving. See you around, Debbie.
See you around.
I'll talk to her more in the future, but I'm really just looking for this disguise. I want to see what's involved with that. If you get like a fake nose, I'm hoping it's one of those like Groucho Marx nose glasses combo, nose glasses and mustache
Protect
combos.
and serve.
That'd be pretty funny. Let's see. Pretty sure this is where we rode the elevator up.
Growing like a champ. Isn't that something?
Revenant Renegade.
Move as one, bleed as one.
Nope,
Us
there's the
against
elevator.
rest.
That's where we came up.
Guess all
Alright,
this
I don't know.
radiation's our protection now.
I figured it would be easier to find. Are they maybe up there? Is it just bandanas across the face? Is that the disguise? Huh.
This is all I have left. I heard you chose this.
Yeah, I don't know though, because I feel like the Brotherhood,
Imagine why.
Eddie Navarro. I don't think the Brotherhood would generally be on with the idea of creating slaves. Yeah, it was definitely strange that they seemed to not have laser weapons, but they did still have guns. And the Legion had some guns, but even so, they were mostly melee weapons that they used.
One day at a time. Yeah, right. Is that all we deserve?
Bunch of outcasts
Scorched
on the
beast flying
ground.
around over there.
Can't say it's for me.
Yeah, I don't know where this person is. There's one more shack there at the very top of the hill. We're gonna try that. Sorry if I'm having to breathe through my mouth. My nose is clogged at the moment.
Before they kill us all.
Let's see.
I don't remember what it's like anymore. being
Revenant Renegade. That's it. Okay, I'm confused. I'm gonna try with that large building one more time because I think I kind of just ran through that thinking I had already been there before.
No room for mercy.
Is this? Yep, just a Revenant Renegade.
Hey, it's wonderful to see you.
You too, Eddie Navarro.
Running out of supplies again. We'll have to ration.
All right, well,
I've got your back. If you've
here's
got
what we're gonna
mine.
do. It's already pretty late at this point, so what I'm gonna say is next time when we come back next Friday, first of all, I'll do some quick announcement. We'll finish up this content there, the content here, and also checking out what it means to be a ghoul, going around talking to the different factions and seeing what problems they might have. This is interesting. These are the picture plans from the cranberry bog, but they're different colors. But for now, I'll just say that, so in terms of content upcoming in this week, the Gunner video on Monday, like I was saying earlier on, along with that, the Surveil video covering the Black Mountain Ordnance Works, and I'd like to get out the lore video on Covenant by next Friday. It looks like you may have just missed the stream, Night Spearhead. I'm just closing things out now here. We ended up going through here. I became a ghoul. I've got the spark plug hair right now, so. But I was up here looking for someone who's supposed to give us a disguise to fit in human communities, but I don't seem to be able to find them, so I don't know what's going on with that. But again, next Friday, we're going to go ahead and look around, find this person, and along with that, we're going to go around the entirety of the map and experience all that comes with being a ghoul, seeing if I can learn more about the ghouls that are up here, what is going on with this site, Radiant Hills. Is this... Okay, is this leading me to this person? We can do this real quick. 'Cause I still want to do this before we close things out. I was hoping to, so... Wait, okay, so it wants me to go... I thought they were saying that she was up here. She's apparently down inside the silo. I love how the doors open and then closed in the amount of time that it basically gets you to load into the world.
I don't remember what it was like anymore.
Wonder what the lore applications will now do with the ghoul appellations. Yeah, I don't know.
Should make my
Okay.
Work it, sweetheart. The right attitude will take you anywhere.
Okay.
And who are you? Oh, a new doll for me to dress up? Or are you one of those monstrous and proud types?
Sorry, what is this about me being a ghoul?
All of us are ghouls, honey. It's just a question of acceptance. Do you accept that you are hideous and could only possibly gain the favor of your human peers through the power of fashion? Or do you live under the delusion that everyone is beautiful and you'll be loved just the same with all your skin falling off? Don't answer. Let me introduce myself. Javo, resident stylist, and nowadays disguise expert. If you're heading into society for regular humans and want to blend in, I'll set you up.
No, we're not forever stuck as a ghoul. So basically the way it works is you can go back to being a human with a button in the menu, but then it's difficult to become a ghoul again, is basically the way they said. Not in power armor, I need you to disguise me. Tell me more about this disguise service. How'd you become such a fashion connoisseur? Let's do that.
Pre-war magazines. I was obsessed with them growing up. All I had ever seen before was filth. Nobody cared about anything, except fighting over the next scrap. No dignity, no ambition. Then one day I found this fashion magazine. There was page after page of these women dressed in all shapes and colors. Confident and beautiful. They were almost from another world. You looked at them and could tell that they had strived for something.
They did good with the eyes there.
Want to strive for something. Beauty has power. The power to amaze, to inspire, to transform. Well, Unfortunately, not everyone has that power available to them. But I still try, you know, to give ghouls the power to live normally, even if they can't amaze anymore.
So I will say that sometimes it feels like they kind of half-ass the facial animations. It's not common, but it does happen. This one they did great. Let's see here. Ghoul or not, I still think you're beautiful.
Oh, please. Spare me the pity. I don't want to hear one more time that it's the inside that counts. I look like what I look like. And yeah, most days I'm not too happy about that. It's completely unfair. Why me? Out of all the ungrateful bastards out there who would gladly sell their whole head of hair for a roasted rad rat. But I'd rather face reality than pretend I can still be the next Marilyn Monroe. It's not like I can't still create things that are beautiful.
It is funny that she knows who Marilyn Monroe was.
Who knows? Maybe one day the whole wasteland will be wearing the Vaux catalog. And they'll never know that I'm a ghoul.
All right.
I'm the artist.
So that also tells us Marilyn Monroe was a person in the Fallout
We've got a lot
universe.
to work with here.
Tell me more about this disguise service you offer.
Remember the days when you could walk up to someone and get judged by the qualities of your face? How bright your eyes are, the cleanliness of your skin, how much of a smile you were willing to crack? You do remember, because those days are still here. A stranger approaches in the wasteland, and they need to make a judgment, friend or foe. Well, most see the face of a monster and find that a little hard to trust. Even those who aren't actively hostile. Well, they aren't likely to offer you the same opportunities as the next lucky human. You want those opportunities back? Come to me, and I'll make sure they never know it's a walking corpse that's talking to them.
I need you to disguise me.
Happily. This will only take a minute.
It's like I'm living life on
I'm now wearing a disguise. What does that mean?
And not
Oh.
by choice.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I look more like a raider now than I did before, but sure, I definitely don't look like a ghoul.
room for mercy.
Oh, hey, Nox the Flame, welcome to the stream. Wow. Okay, have a good night there in Italy. Thanks for coming by. All right, I do want to see one thing real quick. I just want to see what happens in
Guess all this
Foundation when you walk around.
Watch yourself out.
I'm assuming that if you're in disguise, no issue. They're going to treat you just like a normal person, but we'll see. And I wonder if you can remove the disguise yourself, because it seemed like there was an option where she would have to remove the disguise. I don't know. I've got a whole bunch of lights that I still need to figure out whether or not I'm going to ever install them somewhere. Stuff like this one. Let's see.
Oh. Sonny always says the stuff will go on sale tomorrow.
Okay, real quick though, I also want to look at the, we'll talk to a couple people real quick, then I'll try to take a look at the perks before we close things out.
Ward says our walls and turrets will keep the raiders out.
Okay, so no response, but we are in disguise right now, so it could entirely be the case that the disguise is simply working. Okay. Can we take off the disguise ourselves? Does not look like it. Like, let's see, what, nope, okay. Well, next time we'll try seeing what it's like without a disguise. Oh. No, I can't, okay. So yeah, you have to be with her in order to equip or unequip it. Okay. Would be great if they would recognize disguises for what it is, yeah.
Jen's got
okay.
style that I can respect. You know what I mean?
School. Interesting.
Maybe some extra patrols over there.
Huh. Yeah, because it's definitely the case where you'd think that you being a ghoul would alter some of the quests. Like, this has to be something that would take place in 2105. Well, a lot of the events would have to be in chronological order, because how weird would it be if, like, the first time you meet the Overseer... No, by the time you meet the Overseer, it's 2103, so you could have become a ghoul by that point.
Water, ice, and sunnies.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, got a framed thing up above my desk, and it looks like the glass might be broken in it. Anyway, okay, perks. That's right. That's what I wanted to check in on. No, don't open the perk packs. Okay, so it looks like at least some of my
make me nervous.
strength ones. I don't know if I had 4 missing before. Let's see. Right. Okay, so we can see some we can't use anymore. Kim resistant, dromedary, ghoulish. You're kidding. I can't use ghoulish anymore. Let's see. Lead belly, rad resistant. That makes sense. Okay, here's one that's ghoul related. Expend a small amount of glow to hit per hit to deal 15% bonus damage to target. That's neat. Can't use thirst quencher or rejuvenate. Is radiation power the only ghoul one that I've got here so far? I could of course open up those packs, but anyway, let's check perception. Nothing yet. Okay, nothing there. I would expect endurance to be home to most of them.
Maybe some extra.
Did I see anything in
patrols over
strength?
there.
No. Charisma, yeah, I would expect some in charisma. Okay, glowing 1. Oh, holding large amounts of glow provides a greater glow for nearby ghouls on your team. That's pretty cool. Let's see what happens if I equip this. Is there going to be any difference here? Oh! Hey! Well, there you go.
Extra patrols over there.
Am I losing glow currently? It looks like I maybe? If I am, I'm losing it very slowly. Okay. Sure, let's open that. Sure, open 3 of the perk packs.
Sustenance for a meager price.
Dyslexia. What? Okay, I wish I could have read that, but let's see. Eye of the Hunter, your vision grants you plus 20% accuracy and VATS from a slightly longer distance. Okay. Magnetic personality. Neat. Glowing criticals. When your glow is high, gain 20% bonus critical damage and VATS. That's neat. Man, if that stacks, that could be pretty significant. And if it's one of those things where it doesn't stack like 20 plus 5, or 20 plus 10 plus 5, if it's actually 20, 20, 20, or even more, that'd be pretty great. I wonder if Rad Sponge is still a thing, because if it is... Anyway. Okay, let's see. Anything here in intelligence? Nothing yet. Anything in agility? Yeah, you can play like a real glowing one. Although I don't think you have the ability to send out bursts of radiation. Do I still have starched genes, so that's still a thing. You can still have mutations. I would expect that. I mean, that's one of those things where that'd be like too good for them to get rid of, you know. Radiation power. Let's open more perk packs and see what else we get. I think I still have more perk packs, so I should. Or was that it? Okay, I think you only get perk packs every few perks or something like that. Or every few levels, I mean. Which at 17... Let's see about legendary perks and see what we got here.
Oh, no.
Review.
Oh, no.
So review the legendary perk cards. Okay, we can no longer use action diet, it looks like.
Ruined. No.
On kills, heal 2 health, and reduce how feral you are by 2%. Okay. No, that should be something I could use. Requires a level 150 character. Okay. No. Why is that one locked then still? Anyway. Let's see, this... I'm trying to see if there's any other ghoul ones here. Feral Rage. Wait, is this something where I can unlock it? Or is it just showing me that it's locked? That's weird. Why would... Anyway. Anything else here?
All these newcomers.
What rads? Plus 50 rad resist. That I don't think is ghoul related. Okay. I don't know. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to close things out here. It's been great hanging out with y'all. Again, we got 3 videos coming next week. Should nothing come up in the interim. 2 lore videos and a surveil video. After that, and if I have more time, I'll try to also get out a Dragon Age video. If you missed it earlier, there is a new secondary channel for... currently, it's for my Mass Effect and Dragon Age videos. Yeah, no, I know you need to be level 150 to unlock a slot. My main issue here is that even without that, why is it that the only ones that are currently showing up with locks are the ones that look like they're ghouls, whereas the other ones are showing up without locks? So that's my only question there. Yeah, so again, 2 lore videos, 1 surveil video, potentially a Dragon Age video. And again, the new channel has all the Dragon Age and Mass Effect lore videos on it currently. Not lore videos, walkthroughs. I'll end up probably putting more stuff in there over time, but I'm off that for now because it seriously took up a huge amount of my time over the past week. So, but again, it's Irresolute Exploration. There's a link to it in the channel if you're interested in checking that out. And anyway, though, for now, I hope you all have a good weekend and a good week ahead, and I will see you all next Friday, where we will go ahead and inspect more about what it means to be a ghoul here in Fallout 76. Anyway, though, again, have a good weekend, y'all.